Hey everybody, my name is Don, and today I'm actually going over how to make an advanced health bar, meaning a health bar that if you lose damage, you have like a second health bar in the background, which will slowly decrease to that amount. So it's one sudden and one slowly animated. But with that said, let's just get into it. Let's make a new folder, which is, how should I call it actually? Just health bar. And actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my character base and just copy the movement, everything but the interact. Oops. So let's just copy this and let's go into our health bar, make a new character, HP base, there we go, and just gonna paste this in here. And with this, let's just make a game mode, gm underscore health bar underscore base. Let's make a folder for blueprints. Let's make a folder for UI, and let's make a WBP underscore HUD. Just generally call it HUD. And let's also make another level, which is just gonna be called, I need to create a world another way. File, new level. Health bar level, health bar, let's go map. There we go. Save selected. Blueprints go in here. Get a character. Go and just set this here. So now we should be able to move around with that character. Perfect. So now we're getting to the proper thing. So let's go into our UI and in our widget blueprint. And what I'm gonna start out with is I wanna align it to the bottom right. So I'm gonna take a vertical box, a horizontal box, and I want this to always properly scale. So I'm gonna just make this one full length 4 and place a vertical box and another horizontal box in there. And what I'm gonna take is spacer, and take one above here and one right here. And I'm gonna set them all to fill. Okay, I can't set them all to fill. There we go. Fill, fill, and fill. Now I need to properly align everything. So you need to actually be right here. No, you need to be in there, but above. So let's set this to 0.5. And let's set this to 0.5. And let's actually set this to 0.25. So now every time when we, for example, switch from any other to any other device, that scale is always the same. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna slap a scale box. Actually, let's reparent this. Replace with scale box. There we go. Then we want a vertical box, no, horizontal box. Then we want an overlay. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix that box in a second. And this is set to fill. This needs to be set to fill. This needs to be set to fill. Then we need our progress bar and we need another one, which both are gonna be set to fill, but I need to change the scale of our bottom item again to 0.1, because we don't want really a thick health bar. Actually, that's still too thick. You know what? Let's just add a spacer below. That is to like 0.1. Okay, I don't care. So yeah, this is just an example. You should probably set it up for any kind of project you're working on. So, and we don't want backgrounds on both of those, because we're just gonna have an image in the background, which is gonna be our water background. So let's just call this background. And we want this all the way on the top of the stack. So if any of these two, oh wait, that's style, background image, and just set this to none because we don't want a background image. We should always see this background, and let's set this background to a bit gray, slightly transparent, and this is our main progress bar, and then we want a secondary progress bar. So let's set those on default to 1. And main progress bar will be just like a health greenish. And then we want like a darker green. Like just like this. And we want this slightly transparent. So for example, if we take damage here, we see this. Like this will be an instant and this will smooth after. Let's just suck it back. Okay, so what we want first is we want a way to notify when we take damage. So let's just make, this is just gonna be a test thing. And we need two variables, which is gonna be max health and current health. Can't spell current. Go and set them both to floats. And max health is gonna be 100 and current health is gonna be 100. And we want a custom event which is gonna be ROOC run on owning client underscore update HUD display health. Then we want run on owning client, and on button press 1 we want custom event ROS update player health, and we want to just have an input integer, actually not an integer, and float. And with this is we're gonna minus, and then we're gonna clamp it, clamp float minus, oops, this current health, and then we want a float value in here, which is current data, but we want to both set those to replicated, And then we want to call, well, first of all, we want to set health. So we're just gonna take our current health. And then we're gonna call OOC update current health. Update HUD display health. Current health. And let's make another one. Max health. And we're gonna just do both. So let's reroute this to make it more clear for whoever's using it. And the thing is, we only will need one, because give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, I can do that. So if we as update player health, we wanna on 1, we wanna add 5. Now we wanna remove 5. Okay, actually, let's switch this around. And here we wanna minus 5. I think this is like we wanna add and we wanna remove. You should probably not make this. This is just for saving time. But what this will do is it gets current health. But if it's minus minus, it's turning into plus. So instead of subtracting it, it's adding it. So yeah. And so we have a constant variable for our main health. So this is gonna be master health, which is just gonna be in float. Then we take this, divide it by 100, and set it. This just gets, actually, get main health. So what this does is it gets our 100 master health, or whatever value we have, and just divides it by 100 to get a 0 point value for a number from 0 to 1. Let me drink. So our secondary progress bar will be a bit more complicated, but first set a custom event, which we're gonna call update health from player. And what we want to do is directly set master health, but we now need more variables, which is want to health, which we're gonna set here. And in this tutorial, I'm not going too detailed in making custom functions. I'm gonna just use event tick to smooth it out, but I'm gonna get into that in a second. So we're setting master health and we're setting want to health, but the last value is we wanna also set max health. So max health. And we need one more integer, which is current want to health, which we're not gonna set in here. But we want this to start out at 100. So we now have those here. And what we wanna do next is get the secondary progress bar, get this, and current want to health. Do the same thing, divided by 100, not 1001, and get secondary health. With this out of the way, I'm gonna make a event tick, which I recommend strongly against just using event tick for everything. But yeah, whenever you can, do not use event tick. So if you, for example, have something that loops, never use event tick. Or yeah, just try to avoid event tick. But with this said, is we're gonna get. Do I even need to save? No, I don't even. I'm gonna keep it for now. So what we want to do on begin play here, begin play. Actually, I need to move this in the player controller, because if it's in a character, it will run multiple times. So let me just make a player controller PC underscore HB base. So what I want to run in here is begin play, get controlled pawn, and we want to cast to HB underscore base. No, wait, not HB. Cast to character underscore HB underscore base. There we go. And what we want to do is we want an event, custom event, ROOC, which is run on only client, add player inventory, add player HUD, run on only client, and on here we create widget, which will be our creative widget. We promote this to a variable, ref underscore VBP HUD. And then we just add to viewport. So we're now gonna ROC add player HUD. So this is gonna run on the only client. Self get the player controller. There we go. So now we want to override this game mode and add this as player controller. There we go. And now we're gonna go back to our HUD and 1 to health, set everything to 100, master health. Oops. Actually, I know now why. Give me 1 second. I just need to find out which way is right. Okay, so we want this divided by max health. So if we have anything non-binary, so if we have, for example, 120 health, we can just set this like as max health as 120 health, and it will still calculate properly. So let me just propagate that to both, so it calculates properly. So if we have 80 divided by 100, this is 0.8. And yeah, I hope that makes sense. And yeah, then we get our HUD ref, and we're gonna go into our and we're gonna run this event. I'm sorry for the background noises. And so what we want to do, finterp 2, which is our current 1 to health And we're gonna take our current 1 to health right here. And we connect 1 to health and in delta time, our delta time. And our interpolation speed is whatever we want. So let's just start with 5. I'm not sure how quick that will be. So let's test out if everything worked. You see how it slowly trails behind? But we can do one better. So when it's bigger, let's do something when it's bigger than, okay, so if, let's name those pins properly, current health and max health. Current health and max health. If current health is bigger than oh god, this is gonna be messy. So let's just do this. If this is bigger than what will I check it with? Master health, yeah. And let me check if I did it right. Returns true if A is greater than B. So if this is bigger than this, we just, let me just move that down a bit more. If let's just move it up here. If master health is bigger, like if incoming, wait. Oh yeah, if that's more than this, then we want to kind of not instantly set master health and only set master health. First of all, we need a variable is switch. B is switched, and on here we set this to false, not to true, and on the other one we set this to true. So let's get another boolean in here. If it's switched, then we want to set it. Okay, so if switched, we still want to set our 1 to health. Let's just connect it up, and our max health. There we go. And it's just directly connected up because those tangling of the nodes is not the nicest thing to look at. And let's take those numbers a bit higher than they currently are. So let's set this to -50 and to actually 25 and -25. That should be enough. So if we click play and now click 2. Okay. This is not being exactly at. Let's round it up. Let's round it up. There you go. That won't always work. Do I have with equal with tolerance? No. Equal. Nearly equal. There we go. That's what we want. That's the first time actually using the node. It's kind of cool that we So let's set this to like 0.1. There we go, let's get this back up there. So this should work now. Oh, okay, I'm doing something wrong. Am I not setting? Yeah, I'm not setting master health. So let's set this to this. Oops, I didn't want to build, but we're building now. Okay. There you go, let's click play. On minus. Okay, and if we make this, I think higher is quicker or is lower quicker? I am not sure right now. Oh yeah, higher is quicker. And what we can do is we can make the tolerance to like 0.4 and set master health to 1 to health. So now it should be a bit less. Still doesn't look the greatest, but we can also smooth that one out actually. So, but we can make it way quicker. So if we have, which is a get main health, master health. Okay, we want master health is current, and we want to set master health, and we want to make this really quickly, so let's go with like 60, and the target is 1 to health, I think. And let's get reroute node in here and plug this into here. Oops. There we go. And if it should now look a little bit less wonky, yeah. But the first one should be a bit slower, so let's make this like to 5 back. And yeah, this is pretty much how you make a smooth health bar. And you probably need to play a little bit with it yourself. I can't make it perfect for everybody, but it's just like example of how you can do it. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed the tutorials I make, and I hope they're really helpful. If you like what I do, maybe leave a like or subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see something specific for me to talk about, please let me know. But with that said, I wish you all a nice day and goodbye.